$30. Hey yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy.
You should have gone for the head.
And I don't normally upload 2 videos of the same content in a row. I just want to show my appreciation for this fucking game. The narrative is amazing, and I just want to show that appreciation on my channel. You know, I'm starting to pick up my slack, put my nose to the grindstone. We're gonna be posting about 2 videos a week from now on. So stay tuned for more shit. By the way, I got a little special project for an indie game I much loved a few years back. Subscribe and push the bell notification so you can be notified when I upload this little project. Could be tomorrow, could be in the next week. You won't know unless you stay in touch. Now, on with the video. I don't know what the yellow stands. Guess it's a client that's gonna pay good, maybe? Or that another fucking taxi is coming for him? Air 1783. I don't know what's a good distance to fare ratio, but fuck it. You immediately recognize the passenger. He recognizes everyone. His face has been plastered all over the news for like weeks. Here. A lawyer who is representing a terrorist. He gives you an address and you start driving. He holds your gaze in the rearview mirror like he's trying to read your mind. You drive across a virtually empty Paris. Behind you, the lawyer nervously consults his nose. Everything alright? He answers without looking up. Yes. You get the message and leave him alone. You continue driving without saying a word. Your passenger mutters, why did he say that to the cops? He's not taking this seriously. He doesn't get it. Yeah. There again, he says it again. Is he contradicting himself, or just... You glance in your mirror, the lawyer looks like a smaller version of himself. Your eyes meet in the rearview mirror. You see him start to break. I can't take it anymore. Takes a deep breath, you lose control in his voice. The guy is a real asshole. He's not just a monster, he's just a total idiot. Tears form at the corner of his eyes. I've never seen such a moronic defendant. You know what it's like to defend a moron? You know what it's like to get only 3 hours of sleep a night so you can defend a fucking moron?
Yep, that's me.
You have any idea? He yells so loudly the windows shake. I'm sorry. When he answers, his voice is icy cold. No need to apologize. There's nothing to be sorry about. He pauses, barely just the time to take a deep breath. Jesus effing Christ already. He kicks the seat in front of him. Jesus. He calms himself down. He steadies his breath. I'm the one who agreed to it. I actually fought to represent him. It's my own damn fault that I'm being dragged through the mud. He raises his hand, snickers. Yeah, I admit it. At first I thought it was pretty great. Being on TV, all the news, all the interviews, journalists asking my opinion about everything. I shook so many hands, said so many words, sentences, yet I actually said nothing. When I worked in the hood, not a single person cared about my work. And now in 5 hours, I have to be on the radio, in 7 on TV. He pauses, breathes, his voice sounds further and further away. I'm gonna go with this option. I don't even know what that means anymore. Actually, it's simple. I almost never sleep. When I lie in bed, I stare at the ceiling and go over the evidence in my head. He sits up. It's barbaric. Disgusting. I can't tell if he's trying to say barbaric or barbaric, because sometimes it's pronounced either way. Disgusting, so horrific it's almost unreal. He lets out a sigh from somewhere deep in his body. And then I discover my client bought nails. The nails that were in the bombs at the corner market, and he kept the receipt.
He's a dumbass.
He kept the fucking receipt. Folded it in half and slipped it into his wallet. That's what I see when I close my eyes. Disemboweled bodies and a receipt for €2 worth of nails. Why? He raises his voice quite high. Why, for God's sakes? He thought he could expense it when he got to heaven. He pauses. So stupid and so dangerous. He disgusts me. He revolts me. Why defend him then? Because everyone has the right to an attorney. Everyone without exception. Otherwise, justice is no longer just. His fit of rage subsides. His fingers are shaking. When I signed on, I thought I'd be representing someone crazy, and I found out he's just a moron who's played too many video games. The guy has never even read the holy book they use to justify their so-called acts of martyrdom. Or martyrdom, sorry. He read a few passages online. Passages. Online. You have any idea what a complete moron he is? He chuckles. I'm sorry. I am truly sorry. I shouldn't have said all that. He takes a deep breath. I don't have anyone else to talk to about it. All the other lawyers avoid me like the plague. My mother can't understand why I'm doing this. She's so ashamed she went back to Algeria. He is shaking. I get the shame. What I don't get is why people just lump things together. I'm not a terrorist. I am not a murderer. You made the right choice. The right choice? Laughter echoes in the back of his throat. I barely had the choice. I couldn't let injustice triumph. Everyone has the right to counsel, to stand trial, to have a fair trial. Even terrorists, even morons. His anger is back, but this time around, he's got it under control. We could hang him right there, right now, and no one, I'm telling you, would shed a tear. He stays quiet for a moment, catches your gaze. That's why I keep doing this. He slows his breathing. For equality, our country was founded by it. These rights have been abused far too often for me to look the other way. His anger seems to be lifting. The taxi almost reached his destination. In the back seat, the lawyer is much calmer. His voice is soft. I needed to be reminded of this. It will serve as a lesson. He looks at you in the mirror and bores into you with his gaze. It's odd, isn't it? That I ran into you tonight? I mean, as if. No, forget him. You pull over. He pays his fare. Wait, don't take this the wrong way, but hands you another bill. Here, this is for you. For listening. For hearing what I had to say. I'm just gonna refuse it. Fuck it. He flinches, then nods. You're right. Perhaps it's better this way. It's my job. He laughs. Keep doing your job. I'll keep doing mine then. And you realize he's left an envelope behind. For a second, one tiny second, you hesitate. It could be something important. Got something. He freezes, notices the envelope, and grabs it hastily. You can tell he's uncomfortable. He doesn't say another word. Gets out of the taxi, walks a few steps away, and turns around to wave at you before entering a bistro. Sorry. You drive off. You know what? I probably made so many fucking bad decisions during that one fucking thing. The door suddenly opens and a woman gets into the back seat. Having a good night? For a second, you freeze. It's one of the cops working on the judge's case. She grins at you. Her voice creaks. You remember seeing her at the hospital. Something already bothered you about her there. You know, it's actually pretty crazy. For weeks, I've been saying to myself, there's nothing off about you. Something not so nice. I dug around, mulled it over, bugged all my fellow cops because I was sure you lied to her. Let her keep going. She has a cold sneer on her face. I'm going to be frank with you. I don't think you're the judge. Nah, I just can't picture it. She squints, like she's trying to make you out from far away. Like you'd have gone to the extent of hurting herself. Yeah, between us it's a bit of a stretch. She stares at you. But not enough of a stretch for my chief to stop going on and on about you. Seriously, he talks about you all the time. If I didn't know better, I'd think he'd have a crush on you. He smirks. No. I think he's more interested in your profile. In prison at 17? An icy chill fills your... And for murder, too. You open your mouth, but nothing comes out. Since you got out, you've kept a low profile, but you're lying about your name and your address. I checked. It's normal, you'd say, if they'd get word of your time served. No loan for your permit, no lease for your car. Meaning, no second chance at life. Her voice becomes softer, almost warm. I personally like guys who want a second chance. No, I like guys who fight for a second chance. Basically, I like guys who are willing to work for me. She leans forward, her shining cat-like eyes narrowing. My chief wants to go to the prosecutor with a first and last name with evidence. Actually knowing him, he's not so hot on the evidence. So I'll give you info. Victims, suspects, medical reports, some photos. Makes a gagging noise. You have to be discreet. Keep it between you and me. Interrogate. Ask questions. Dig around. I've never done this. She shrugs. Don't worry. You're already keener than half the squad. And don't forget, I'm not asking you to make an arrest and deliver the killer wrapped up with a bow in front of the station, okay? You're no Batman. You're just here to get me more information.
Oh, I see.
She rummages around in her pocket for what seems like forever. Here, take my card. I'll call you in 3 to 4 days. Just check in. We'll chat. And I'll let you know if I have any new info. He takes on a didactic, paternalistic tone like she was giving you a list of recommendations for them. Don't get caught, don't get arrested. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to leave Paris. I know what you look like, and I know who your friends are. You can either be the solution or the problem, my friend. She takes a minute to scan your face, your emotions. If I have to, I'll go check in on you know who. Her smile is biting. That reminds me, she know you've done, whatever. You shake your head, she snickers. Oh, my little dirtbag, you cover your tracks well. I did what I could. Yeah, if you say so. She sighs in a tired, exaggerated way. Don't try to mess with me, man. If things don't go well, I'll turn you in. I'll send your picture to all my friends in the media and every asshole in Paris. Your picture with your name on it, your real name. Anyone close to you will have their places searched. They'll be put under house arrest, spend nights in jail. You have any idea how tense things are with fucker's trial underway? Or are with that trial? With that, whatever. You sigh, you know just what she's trying to get at. Come to think of it, your last names are almost the same. You could be brothers, actually. Nothing like that son of a bitch. She smiles. Let me tell you, with that face of yours and your handle, they'll welcome you with open arms. You have no right. I know, we have no right. She takes on a serious tone, businesslike. I want to catch this killer personally. I want to drag him to court. Ruin his fucking life with a bang. I can't botch this case, you got me? And neither can you, right? Obviously. Oh, great then. We see eye to eye. Oh, you can just say you're my informant, my CI. You ripped open your gut, you saw your own insides, and you were in a coma. Yeah, you have plenty of reasons to get back at him. Yeah, I think you're actually going to do what I tell you to do. You investigate, ask questions, listen to all the rumors, and you come up with a list of suspects. She lays her hand on the door handle and freezes. Oh, right. And don't get fired. Without this cab, you're worth nothing to me. You glare at her. Say nothing. She puts her hand up and you can hear the words behind. This conversation never happened. I'll make sure you get more intel tomorrow. I'll find a way. Until then, not a word to anyone. Obviously, not a word. The door opens, squeaks, and slams shut. Fucking bitch. You sit alone for a while, teeth clenched, dry-eyed, ears buzzing. Shit. On the backseat, the cop left a pile of papers. Shit. Key in the ignition, motor running. Radio on, cackles. You turn it off and start driving. Talk to passengers might unlock new documents and clues for your investigation. You will find them back at your studio after your shift. Available in my... So that's what the yellow means. They're possible clues. Take a second to enjoy the silence of your studio apartment. Outside the city is slowly awakening. You can still hear the hum of the taxi buzzing in your ear. You throw the files bootleg table. On the wall, you hung up the big corkboard where you used to pin up photos of your nephew. They've been gone since you got out of. Your plan is simple. Jot down all the pieces of evidence and connect them to the suspects. The guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence against them, but the one with the most compelling evidence. It's like you're building a story about each suspect, trying to understand their motives, understand how he or she got into this situation. You suddenly overcome with the desire to sleep. You close your eyes, press your fingers to your eyelids, and let out a yawn. You glance at your bed and get to work. Autopsy report. So all you have to do is just do this. Fucking boring. Let's actually open and get some fucking hardcore, like, looking into shit. Alright, so Salim Wadium. Height 1 meter 75. Alright. Killer's height is less than 1 meter. So all of these lines. Message on crime scene 2, you deserve this. So right now, the person with the most evidence against them is... Oh shit, I don't have any evidence against any of them. All of them have about the same amount. Alright. Yes, let's end the night. Actually, I think I'm just gonna do an episode a night. And then, you know, cut out like really unimportant bits. Whatever. I'll figure it out in the end. That's all I have to really say. This game is kind of cool. There's a lot of narrating I have to do, which I'm fine with, but I kind of don't really like to fucking read that often. So I'm doing my bit of reading for the end of the year. You guys have a damn good one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, just stay safe.